Today has been rough. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Raynday Gaming. My name is Raynday, and today I want to talk to you about my day today, and I want to talk to you about a topic here. I want to talk to you more explicitly about some general thoughts that I've been having rather than simply talking about Smite or Paladins or something like that. I'm a person too, and I think also this channel is really representative of a channel that goes into those human elements, not just the video game elements and the information about how much damage a god's ability does. So today I'm going to talk about the theme of just doing it. That's right, you saw the title, you know it's all Nike's slogan, but I want to talk about what it means to me and what it means here with 31 and 31 and what it's meant today and how you might be able to take some advice from my situation and see what I've done. So like I said, today was rough. I woke up thinking that I needed to do a couple videos and that I wanted to get maybe multiple videos done, but my body just wasn't telling me yes. Unlike R. Kelly's, I just wasn't able to really get my voice to move because it was horrible. It was like it had mucus. It just wasn't something I wanted to make a video on and have that live on the channel. It's like I gotta wait for my voice to clear up. So I decided to move on to taking care of myself. I got some nice, I got a nice like smoothie juice from Whole Foods. I started eating. I made myself some breakfast. I had some lunch. You know, just started getting those things done. And I was like, you know what, this is good for me. And hopefully I'll get my body ready to go, and in the evening we'll be able to make a video. So after I did that, it started getting a little later, and I realized, you know what, maybe one of the easier ways to do this today would be just to do a stream, and I'll take some of the stream highlights, maybe highlight one video and make that my video for today. I'll keep my commitment with 31 and 31. I've almost done it, you know, it's March 31st in like 5 days. It's gonna be crazy. So I get on and I start streaming Smite, and I kid you not, I feel like I didn't win a game. Like, I know I won one game, but it didn't feel like a win because I think I got carried in it. Every other game I was like negative KDA. I was playing horribly. I had teammates that were out of this world, and nothing against the teammates I had. Sometimes we would queue with some randoms and they would play horribly and they would say, I can't believe that you guys built this way and did this. And I'm just like, wait a second, you're 2 and 15 nemesis giving advice to what? Raynday Salt Shack was open for business. I must have just like tried to get some of the profits my man Vox has all the time. He keeps it salty, but I usually try to keep it in that positive zone. But today it was rough because, you know, it's not just about me trying to get a win, right? You know, in terms of the gaming sphere, it didn't matter. I'm looking at like, I cannot do what I need to do for my business here. I need a video, and these are just unacceptable. These are too bad. These games are just another level of nightmare. I mean, I have people, I had Blink Sylvanas' ulting me under my tower for like laughs because they were watching the stream, and I literally had a jump scare. I was like, I have never had this happen to me before. I did not expect that in my entire history of Smite, but that is how the day went. And I slowly saw that the day was continuing on, and it was 6, it was 7, it was 8. I wanted to play Paladins, I wanted to play PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, and I still had not made a video. And the Smite stream wasn't getting me a video either. So I was really concerned with not only just, you know, what was going to happen with the video for today, but just really more disappointed that it felt like the world was turning against me. Now, if you're watching this video, I want you to be honest. I mean, haven't you sometimes felt that the world was just not on your side? Like, no matter what you did, it just felt like that, you know, things weren't working out. There was something greater just moving in a different direction than the direction you wanted to move. Largely, this is something that I think I deal with and have to always bring awareness to when it happens. And it's that I think I know what's right. I think I know what's best for me in this moment. And it's turned out that everything that's happened to me, I've been able to handle and get through, right? Otherwise, we wouldn't have been here. We won't be here right now watching this video or me making this video if it didn't all somehow work out for you. But I oftentimes have this weird opinion that I know my future and I know that I should have won these games today. And maybe that's not the case. In fact, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that that wasn't the case, that I didn't need to win the games, that it was important that I lost the games, and maybe it's because of the video that I'm making right now. You know, an interesting thought experiment for me is saying, how many things in my life do I think I know how they should go? Just think about that. How many things in your life do you think you know the way it should be? Whether it's your boyfriend or your girlfriend, they should behave one way. They should do this for you. Whether it's your parents, they should have treated you with this. They should give you more responsibility. How many times in our life, without even realizing it, do we feel entitled to an outcome? when there is no actual entitlement there, and that we are co-creators and we're responsible for how that outcome works. And it's sometimes important to note that that outcome you expect may be the outcome someone else expects as well, that's on the other side, that may be fighting against you in this game. And how often do we just not even realize that every time you win, you make someone else lose and have a losing streak? Every time you lose, someone else is winning and having a good day and saying, man, Smite, it's going my way. How often do we think it just needs to be, honestly, just the world for us versus sometimes us taking a backseat to our environment and the world? Largely, I think it's comparison, right? I mean, it's looking at your image of yourself and saying, I want to be this great person, or I want to have all these good things and be regarded with respect and be really good at everything that I do. And then that clashing with the reality of, I'm having very bad games today and I'm not very good and you shouldn't respect this gameplay. And separating that image from the reality and still being okay. A lot of times people have a hard time separating the image from the reality, so then they just go and they make excuses as to why the reality doesn't fit the image, versus maybe changing the image. I mean, I set a precedent for myself that I like to show wins on my channel, which means that if I have a bad losing streak on a day where I need to get a video done, I almost have no way to get videos. But who set that image up for himself? I did. I made that happen. I am my own crutch in this situation. I made a crutch that said I like my videos to be around 10 to 12 minutes ideally. But why couldn't it be 6 or 7 minutes? Why not an 8-minute video? I made my own crutch. Sure, there are reasons why I like those lengths, why I think they're good, and why typically my videos end up that way, but there are a lot of people who post less than 3-minute videos. I could do that. I could get that video out for today and make it interesting, but I don't. And I think that's largely just a response of the image not being willing to change my image of what I want to match the reality of my situation. For instance, me and my girlfriend, we have these conversations all the time, and not to throw her under the bus or throw us under, put our private stuff out there, but I mean, there's a lot of times where we have expectations of each other. We have images of how we feel that things should go down, especially with long distance, right? It may be how many times we FaceTime a week, or maybe how many times we talk on the phone, or when we talk on the phone, how sweet and kind it is, right, to each other. And both of each other have these expectations and these images that we place. And then when they don't end up being that way, we've set ourselves up to fail. But who created that fake image in the first place? I mean, that things had to be that way, and we stopped taking it into account for the fact that, hey, sometimes she's really tired and she's got to go to bed and we can't spend a night FaceTiming, and sometimes I'm really cranky because I just lost all my Smite games, and so I don't really want to, be sweet. I'll be kind and talk to you, but I can't be sweet. I can't fake my sweetness right now, and that it doesn't mean anything about you. I'm just a little disappointed in myself. If we hold on to the image of what we think has to be and we don't accept the reality of what is, it ends up putting us in a limbo to where we give power to the image and we give power to the world. We give power to outer circumstances rather than taking it into our own hands. So for me today, I said, you know what? Let me take power into my own hands. And I don't care if I lost. I'm gonna make a video, even though I don't have a topic that I want and I'm willing to do at this late hour for me and do it well enough. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna talk about me not being able to make videos today. And in many ways, I think this may be more of an engaging video than some of you have seen on the channel in a while. I'm not saying my other stuff isn't good. I'm just saying that I think some of these videos are the interesting videos that keep some of my really true fans coming back and saying that this is what I like about Raynday. This is different. His perspective is what I think makes me really like and support this channel. I love the gameplay too, but it's really, I like this stuff. And who knows whether it's going to be a positive or negative. I'm taking away the image and the expectation. I'm going with the reality of that I wasn't able to make a video. I wasn't able to get great Smite content. But you know what? Damn well, nothing's going to stop me from moving forward, because there's always something that I can do. There's always something that you can do. And you may not be able to be sweet in your conversation, but you can honestly try your best to listen, to be kind, to communicate, and to let that other person know that, hey, I know you may be expecting me to be sweet, but I can't fulfill that right now, but I still love you. I still care about you. I still want to talk to you. I just maybe can't talk so long because I got to go to sleep, and hopefully you get that, and that doesn't shatter your image of me and I think your perspective of me, right? And we can maybe change the expectation to match the reality of the situation so that we're both happy. The irony of this is that I ended up actually getting a video done. I ended up actually making a video that was over 10 minutes, even though I committed and said, you know what, who cares if it's 10 minutes? I'll make a 5-minute video. I don't care. I'm just going to do something. And I probably ended up saving myself some grief in the long run, because I made it okay, and I've made it okay that sometimes things aren't going to go the way you want, and sometimes they're not going to look perfect. Nobody's ever perfect. You got to remember that, right? Nothing is actually ever perfect, and it's okay. And you surround yourself with a community that loves you, people that care about you, that they want you to succeed. They'll be there with you. They'll take one of these weird videos, right? Maybe not even weird. Maybe you're like, dude, this video is awesome. I love this gameplay or whatever. Maybe you're like, oh, this is trash gameplay, but this is an interesting topic. And when you open the doors, when you open the avenues of opportunities for yourself, you really just, the possibilities are endless. I'm gonna finish on this last point. When I was a kid, I actually told myself in a conversation with my mom, who was largely disappointed with me because I didn't fulfill an expectation. I remember this was like a good moment for me. I told myself, wow, this is something I should remember. And I remember telling my mom, and she kind of like had a funny look on her face when I told her. She basically was like, Evan, I'm really disappointed in you for doing this. And I said, Mom, maybe you should just lower your expectations so that you're never disappointed. So you assume like, you know, nothing, and then if something really good happens, you're pleasantly surprised. And if the great thing that you were hoping for didn't happen, at least you're not disappointed anymore, because now you're not hoping for that great thing. And it was like a weird kind of honesty, right? Because she was like, okay, Evan, you know, and kind of walked off like, you know, my son just was like, he's like 11. He said something that's kind of true, but also like he's a kid, so I'm not mad at him, so I'm not really gonna take it seriously. I know he wants to get out of this, but to me, I think that means a lot when we just do, right? When we just do it and we don't worry about the outcome or the results, and we pay attention to taking action, like this 31 and 31 is largely an example of, and a process of, and a growing experience that allows me to really have this firsthand. I think we just get the most out of life. We get the most out of ourselves. And if it wasn't for 31 and 31, I wouldn't push myself to do this video. I would honestly just give it up and try to do one tomorrow. But that wouldn't get me ahead. That wouldn't move me forward. This does. These experiences, they move me forward. They help our channel. They help my career. They help my life and the lessons that I learned that I'll take with me everywhere I go. And hopefully they help you. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, guys. I love you all. That's going to be it for me today. I know it was an unusual one, but hopefully a good one. As always, remember to never give up, never stop gaming, and I'll see you all next time.